Everyday peoples, what's up? From the streets to the pen to finding a fruitful and positive purpose, running the foundation called Why Murder. This is the original Omar from The Wire, whose real name is Donnie Andrews. Tell the people some of your story, which helped define the Why Murder Foundation.
Well, my story started back, way back in the 60s when I was coming up. I had to finally find a moment to become the self-proclaimed Omar was, I witnessed a murder in a laundromat one day. And three guys came in and they beat one of the old men that used to watch over the laundromat. They beat him to death. And me and my brother, we was caught in the back and we couldn't get out. It was only one way out and we was blocking it. And there was so much blood and they beat this man to death for 15 cents. And as it progressed, they finished, they looked at me and my brother and they asked me for 15 cents. And I told them I didn't have it. It was my mother's money. And back in the day, black folks respected moms, so but it was your money, you got to get it. So they left. But as me and my brother tried to get out the laundromat, we had to climb over top the washing machines and dryers because there was so much blood. And as we climbed over and got to the door, I stopped and I looked back at the man, and he let out the biggest fart I ever heard, and he died. And right beside him was a diamond nickel. And I made up my mind, self-conscious decision that would never happen to me. I would never be a victim, and that was part of my traumatization coming up as a kid, and what developed because at that point I knew that in order to make it in this society, I had to be the toughest and meanest guy on the block. And I did some things that I'm not proud of, but at that point, and the frame of mind that I was in, I was being hard, even though my gut was saying, everything that I was doing was wrong, but it was something there that said, if you change, they're going to kill you in this community. So at that point, I followed my gut in mostly everything I do. And what developed into the Omar character was when, back in '85, I killed the guy and I stood over him and he asked me why. And at that point I stood there, silence and everything going on around me, and I'm looking at him, and I'm wondering why. This brother, he could be my brother, my cousin, he could be related to me, and I just killed him, and I don't even know why. So at that point I confessed my sins for man and God. I got 2 life sentences with the state, 1 with the feds, and then I had, just like I made up my mind as a kid, it was a conscious decision. I made another conscious decision that I was going to make a difference in this world before I died. And it was by the grace of God that I'm here today, a free man, no parole, no nothing. So I know my purpose has a meaning, or I wouldn't be sitting here. So I know every day that I wake, I try to make a difference. And that's why I developed a program called Why Murder, because I sit back and as growing up in my community, I realized that everybody in my community know I was committing crime. They know I was selling drugs. They know I was robbing people. But nobody held me accountable, and therefore they didn't hold themselves accountable. So the program that I'm trying to put together now is where as though it's a redevelopment community program where as though we can come together and start accepting our own responsibility, because these kids are our responsibilities. We allowed the government to come in several years ago and say this is how you should raise your family, and as you can see, again, the government messed up. Because now we have kids who they are out of control. basically, you know, at their standpoint, but at my standpoint, because I can see both sides, you know, because I lived on both sides, you know, and I can actually focus on what's really needed in the community. Number one, we need to stop pointing fingers, you know, because it's not the government's fault, it's not the mayor's fault, it's not the police fault. What's happening in our community? This is our community, it's our responsibility. We need to hold ourselves accountable for our actions in our community. In order to grow, we have to come together and stop hating each other, get rid of this Baltimore crab mentality, and start pulling each other down and start lifting us up. You know, and that's one of the main issues that we're trying to put together. And also, it's going to be a curriculum on the trauma. You know, because most of these kids today are dealing with the trauma that's what's happening in our community. That we are hiding in the house, closing our doors, and just leaving what's happening out there. But yet we got to walk out that door every day. You know, so it's time for us to come together as a community, as the city of Baltimore. You know, if we alleviate this east side, west side, south side, all of it, we got to come together and be the village that we actually need in the city in order for us to start rebuilding. Because ever since 1968, our community has did nothing but deteriorate. You know, so at this point, I feel like nobody else going to do it. You know, so I got to get out here and make some noise. So we got to make a change, and I'll put together a nice crew. You know, with Kathleen Bird, Janine Pearson, Professor Ogletree at Harvard. You know, I got a lot of people that's wanting to do something to help. You know, even Miss T, and her own way who produced this interview. You know, it's our community. You know, we need to stop procrastinating and saying, okay, well, you know, it's going to happen anyway. No, it's happening because we are allowing it to happen. You know, we can make a difference. I made a difference in changing my life. There's a lot of people out there that want to change their life, but they don't have no avenue to do it. So that's my whole purpose of why I'm here. To give them that avenue. We need jobs. We're starting the organic food process. So we want to start growing our own food. We want to do get into the entertainment. You know, we want to start producing our own movies. You know, they made money off of The Wire, The Corner. People got rich off of my story. You know, so it's about time for us to start developing our own stories. Because I got a million. You know, and people out there, everybody that I deal with every day has their own stories. They just need somebody to tell them to. So we need to put this together and start bringing that economic, financial stability back into our community. You know, but that's what we are missing, and that's the whole purpose of why Murder is to bring together our whole community as a whole, not just the poor. You know, we need to reach out to these guys coming home from prison. We need to reach out to the women that's come home from prison. You know, my wife, Fran Boyd, from The Corner, she wants to develop the Fran House of Joy. You know, based, you know, as an entity of Wild Murder, whereas though a lot of women with AIDS do not have the place to stay because people are still afraid of people with AIDS. Yeah. You know, so we want to be able to develop a house where they can come and feel at home, you know. And we want to start rebuilding the families. You know, that's why I'm working with Joe Jones over at the Urban Community Center. You know, it's based on family, you know, because that's where we lost out at. You know, I never had the privilege of, you know, enjoying my family.